A woman has been infected by an ancient parasite. She groans in agony, begging for help, but the teammates outside make the ruthless decision to raise their guns. At that moment, Xiaohei wakes up from his unconscious state. He once believed that losing an arm might save his life, but after examining the wound, Ellie discovers it is still packed with countless parasite eggs. Realizing there's no saving him, Xiaohei refuses to drag the others down any longer. He walks into the quarantine room, quietly waiting for death. By now, the newly hatched parasites have spread across the entire camp. The 3 remaining survivors must evacuate immediately. But before leaving, they have to make sure none of them are secretly infected. Ellie stops Curly, who is rushing to leave. She knows Curly and the girl from earlier were a couple, inseparable every day. If she was infected, there's almost no chance Curly escaped it. Furious and in pain, Curly snaps and even points his gun at Ellie. Suddenly, a gunshot rings out. Curly drops to the ground. The shooter is Ellie's father, David. Seeing that her father is alive, Ellie bursts into tears of relief and quickly tells him everything that happened at the camp. After hearing the story, David orders the 2 kids to pour gasoline around the site and burn the entire camp to the ground. But just as they begin, Ellie senses that something isn't right. She runs back inside and checks the recorded footage again. Sure enough, she discovers the horrifying truth her father had known about everything all along. He deliberately allowed the parasite to infect him, setting off the catastrophe that destroyed the camp. David's plan is even more terrifying. He intends to bring the parasite back to the city and spread fear to the world, forcing humanity to confront the devastating consequences of global warming. The truth shatters Ellie. She tries to persuade her father to stop, but it's already too late. At that moment, a rescue helicopter arrives. David locks the 2 of them inside the building and escapes alone. Determined to stop the disaster from spreading, Ellie and the boy smash the window and break out. But David has already boarded the helicopter. He even tells the pilot that the 2 people outside are infected. As the helicopter lifts off, the boy desperately grabs onto the landing frame, but loses his grip and falls to his death. Ellie quickly grabs a rifle and fires wildly at the helicopter. Against all odds, one of the shots actually hits it. The aircraft loses control and crashes straight into one of the camp's cabins. Clutching her father's notebook, Ellie takes shelter in the wrecked helicopter, the only place left to hide. Not long after, she is finally rescued. But has this ancient parasitic outbreak really come to an end? Unbeknownst to anyone, an infected bird has already flown out of the Arctic and been devoured by a hunting dog. And that dog will soon follow its owner back into the city. In a forgotten corner where no one is watching, the disaster has already begun.